Hello everybody, sorry for the delay in videos. I promise I will upload more. I've been busy with my summer reads so far, and I'm kind of halfway through this movie I have here. One of my favorite movies of all time, The Adventures of Pluto Nash. I just really appreciate kind of, the comedy of Eddie Murphy. I think it's a smart, intelligent comedy, and the director, chose the appropriate route, making kind of like a smart, intelligent comedy as opposed to, the cheap shot, the cheap jokes and, the kind of puerile humor, and, I think that it was well written. I like the screenplay. I like the soundtrack. I like the angle shots and the panning. It has all the elements of a good movie. I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. I'd recommend everybody take a gander at this film after this video. I think it's on Netflix or in the 50-cent bin at your local Walmart or something like that. But speaking of bad movies, though, man, I was disappointed. It's false advertising, just blatant false advertising. I saw the movie Ted with my brother here, and it's just, I cried when this didn't work because, I had this guy, I just bought him after the movie. His name is Skittles because, you know how in the movie they made a wish when it was thundering or whatever? I made a wish under a rainbow, and I just decided to name him Skittles. And Skittles is not coming to life. And, just give me a moment here. Because I wanted to be, rainbow buddies with him. It's not happening. I was crying. I was weeping. Because the movie gave me hope, I wanted to have a best friend for life too, And nothing happened. And I just feel that it was kind of irresponsible for Seth MacFarlane to get my hopes up. Shame on you, Seth MacFarlane. Shame on you! Shame on you! Man, you got my hopes up that, I just don't understand. I'm confused. I'm scared. And I really thought it was going to work, afterwards I kind of, also went into my room with a Ouija board and drew a pentagram and put on some Slayer and did a blood kind of ritual and, because I thought that maybe I needed to, do something that's one step above what the movie's premise was, and nothing. I put on Merciful Fate's, Don't Break the Oath, and nothing came. He just looks at me idly. I could see that he wants to be alive, though. I could see it. He's just crying out for life. Look at him. Look at him. And he would be funnier than Ted, okay? Because in the movie, they just smoke a bunch of weed, and, that's for pussies, He would do cocaine, I think. I think this guy feels like, I think he's the type of person that would do cocaine, or, some harder drug than the gateway drug. But I was crying all day after that movie when I thought that, I could reawaken this, my teddy bear, so... when I was I kind of was in a stupor for the whole day, so I decided to go on, I'm kind of, afraid to go out at night because of those certain people. There's some certain people out that really kind of, I think, ruin it for everybody and forces everybody to stay home in their mom's basement for an undetermined amount of time. And of course, we all know those people, okay? They're loud, obnoxious, cheap, okay? All they do is drink all day, okay? Listen to annoying rap music. We all know those people. And yes, the bros, the backwards baseball cap people. So I went on, I tried to kind of, expand my friend boundaries, and the only way I could do that here without meeting them face to face is camera to camera, and I found the perfect website. It's called Chatroulette. I found my and I got to meet all people from everywhere on this planet, to expand my horizons, to expand my perspectives. I'm now enlightened about how people, compose themselves. I got to meet people from Italy, France, Canada, Japan, China, the Middle East. And, what I would do when I go in there is just when the next person comes out, I would just wave and say, "Hi, I'm American." Like, I may, not an annoying American though, I'm kind of greeting them because I know that people really think that Americans are, you know, really obnoxious and stuff like that. And I just kind of wanted to, you know, break those kind of, you know, prejudices by just waving at them and giving them a big smile. Or, but, you know, I just felt that kind of, you know, they were getting too much into the spirit at the same time. Now, maybe it's their culture and stuff like that, but I feel that, you know, if I meet you for the first time, it's sometimes women, a couple of girls when I chatted with would do this. They would just, whenever they would appear on screen, they would just be completely naked, and some people, instead of waving their hand, would wave their genitalia back at me, up and down and up and down. And, you know, I could appreciate that. I understand what you're trying to do. I think that if that's how you greet people, you know, in your culture, that's fine. I know that Europeans, you know, are more comfortable sexually than Americans, and they are more averse to violence. But, you know, I felt kind of uncomfortable. You know, I feel that there should be a little bit, you know, of time before you do that to me. Especially a guy. If a guy does that to me, we need to be friends for a very long time. And not within the first 10 seconds. Or some people would just do it right away and laugh in the background at my expense. You know, maybe I wasn't being, you know, hospitable. Maybe I should have just done it right back at them. But, you know, I just feel that, you know, I think I would like to meet them more before I judge them. You know, I'm not first impressions, you know, are big important to me. But if it's a foreigner, though, I'm willing to give it a second chance. And I hope I meet those people again. And maybe we could, I could explain to them how kind of, you know, in our culture, how, you know, that might be a little bit too much and might get you, you know, arrested or put on the sexual offenders list. But, you know, not there, though. So I really appreciate that. All right, part 2 is coming up next. I'll have another series of videos for you. So just stay tuned. I have a couple. This is gonna be stand on its own. This video is gonna stand on its own. This is my. I'll try to put up a couple a week if I could help it. I'm really busy with work though, so hope everybody has a terrific evening. And I'm uploading this right now.